Hello, pedal nerds! Grab a coffee and join me in unboxing a whole bunch of pedals. A few things I want to touch on. First of all, I'm very sorry that lately I haven't released a billion videos. Usually it's almost like one a day, sometimes more. After the China trade show, I've been sick, and I still am. Everything is woozy, and yesterday I gave blood and they checked it. Apparently, I just have to sit my ass down and relax, and then it's gonna go away. That's what the doctor said. That's, relax. Don't do it when you're gonna get to something, I don't know. So, and he said coffee is a fluid. Leslie was all like, no, he needs to drink more. He's like, no, coffee counts. Ha! Ooh, can't be that animated because everything is woozy. So, I want to thank you guys a bajillion times, those who have already pledged to my Patreon account. And I want to clear up one or two little things that some people have pointed out. Like, why is he asking us for money if he has all these amazing guitars? And, well, first of all, I show these instruments, pedals, amps, all that stuff to you, which means it's a benefit to the companies that make them, which means if I pay something, it's really not a lot. It's not what the instrument actually would be for you, because I do a service. It's called advertising, and advertising costs fucking money. So, if you think I actually paid full price for all of this stuff, then you're fucking crazy. It's my job as a YouTuber to present gear to you. My vow to you was I will present the gear with my opinion and always be honest. There are some companies who are totally cool with that. They're saying, even though we give you the gear, or even though we give you the gear and pay you for it, or whatever the deal would be, deals are very different. We're okay with you saying what you think is wrong with it. Would be nice if you discuss it with us beforehand, but we believe in our product, we believe in you, so do what you want to do. And those are the companies I work with, okay? If you don't see certain companies at some point, you might ask yourself, why? Hey, some companies might not want to do this. Some companies might want to buy my opinion. Well, not gonna happen. I'm a consultant for Joyo. I help them with the Clones amp and other things. I actually administered the brand new Joyo amps website, joyoamplification.de or .com or whatever. Still, if they fuck up a product, I'm going to trash it. Because that's what we do here. We're honest, because my channel is for you, which means, for me, okay, let's back. I don't have the money to buy all this stuff, first of all. But even if I did, it's beside the point. When you go and you see a Steven Spielberg movie with Tom Cruise in it, are you going to say, I'm not paying $10 because Tom Cruise has money and Steven Spielberg has money? That's not the point. For me, I make videos for you guys, and I put a lot of work into it, and I want to know that by the end of the month, I can pay my bills. Health insurance is now going to be something I have to come up with. All this stuff, I've told you about it. So, if some of you think that it's cool to support what I do, it might mean, yeah, I invest in a guitar. Actually, no. The money that is coming into the Patreon account is being used for my normal bills. If some company decides, hey, we want to give this guy a serious break, and some other company decides, hey, he's doing an amp demo and we give him some money for it, and that money is going into the guitar, it still has nothing to do with the daily grind, okay? And you're contributing to that. So thank you for that. With these TC pedals right there that you can't see yet, it's, there's no money flowing between TC and me. I want to show these things to you. So I said, TC, can I please have them? And TC said, sure. But there is no, here's also a bunch of money, so please say they're good. No, that's not. I'm going to trash them if they're not good. We'll find out. So there's going to be a serious sequence of videos dealing with these new TC pedals because they're brand new, 13 of them, and you want to know about it. By the way, that's a Baruman guitar. Yes, I got a deal on it because Isaac loves the channel. Hey, Isaac. And I want to show his instruments. So some deal was struck so that I'm able to show the instruments to you and still can feed the dogs. So as I said, and as I explained in a comment, some things go on behind the scenes that I can't always go into. But my vow to you still stands. I will always be honest, no matter what. And companies that can't deal with that, they can go home. TCE box of things. Oh, those are big. We're gonna start here. Those are big packages. TC has a big package. Is this too bright? I don't know. I don't know if I'm too bright. I'm definitely not very bright, as some of you point out. Then some guy from I don't know where thinks it's very necessary to go under every single video I've done and simply write, "Hi, my gay friend." I don't know why. Videos are good enough so that he watches them, but his manners are bad enough so that he calls me his gay friend. Not that being gay is a bad thing. Only that I'm not. One PC. There's one PC inside. One PC. We have the Rush Booster. The Rush Booster. With this, he can sound like Rush. You don't even have to know any of the riffs. Just use this, put it on, and all of a sudden it's... Get it? It's Tom Sawyer. Nah. You're too young for Tom Sawyer. Good song. 7/8. Really big box here. And a good-sized pedal. Holy crapola. It's got some weight to it. I'm gonna have to rip this open. So the whole idea here is TC has these tone print pedals. We all know them, we all love them. Brilliant concept to have all these endorsers using the same pedal, but still being endorser pedals in a way that their sounds are, and you know what I mean, signature sounds. TC nailed it with that series. Now this is clocking in, ooh, this is nice. These pedals are clocking in at $49, so they're going into not the inexpensive range, they're going into budget territory. Curious. They're definitely not the size of the tone print pedals, which most of those are analog. Most of the tone print pedals are digital. Loads of really cool stuff happening. Most of these are likely to be analog. Here we have a size comparison. Let's compare sizes. Let's do this over here. So clearly, if you know what the size of the old pedals is, the new ones are quite a bit bigger. The chassis looks very cool. It's a very cool idea. It's pretty much just two angles. An angle like this, and then an angle like this. So we have this continuous piece of metal, and then this continuous U-shape. Which could be one reason why this is relatively inexpensive to do, because this U-shape can pretty much just be cut from a U, be rounded off a little bit. We have 4 screws here holding it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of like the Milos Popovic pedals. We have big-ass rubber feet at the bottom, which are easy to remove for Velcroing the whole damn thing. It's got a data code. I don't know if this is a serial number or whatever that is. It's got a barcode, so everything seems to be trackable, or trackable in the French. I love that these pedals have their in and outs on top. 9 volt with a milliamp pullage right there, which is nice, and you know how much they will pull. very likely all of them under 100, which is typical TC, which means they're very compatible with most power supplies. Power supply is something TC hasn't done. So this seems sturdy as hell. They seem like a tank. And it's a booster. Probably, I would assume, cleany boosty. All the pedals have a unique font. Oh, it's not a clicky. It's a soft click. It's not a clack clack. It's a... Very nice. Very big, solid knob on it. It's got a solid knob, LED. Let's plug this puppy in. Let's see if this even works. There you go. And you can probably put this in front of your amp to give it more, to drive it more, or you could put this in the effects loop before the power amp to really just give it a volume boost. 49 bucks. Now, here is a point of curiosity. Something I'm curious about. Let's talk about this while we unbox. We have the Grand Magus. The Grand Magus Distortion, meaning more gain. A lot of China stuff on here. Do you see that? I mean, we don't have to make a big deal about it. These are very, 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 very likely made in China. Designed and engineered in Denmark, manufactured under TÜV certified management system made in China. So, TC lately has been bought. Now, why are there Chinese instructions in here? That I never understand. Are they trying to break into the Chinese market? German? Chinese? How to replace the battery, so they all hold batteries. Right there. TC Electronic, for years and years and years, the maker of very high-end gear, studio equipment, amazing reverbs, the System 6000, I mean, really killer shit, has been bought by Behringer. Behringer, a German company that has been known, really almost only known, as a cloning company, starting to rip off Mackie, ripping off pedals, doing very, very inexpensive stuff in China, kind of like one of the pioneers in doing this kind of thing. Now Behringer stepped out of this world into digital mixing consoles and a lot of products. Bugera is a Behringer company, which, yes, cloned amps, but people like them apparently. I don't have one. I have never tested a Bugera amp. But that's what they're doing. And the digital mixers are being hailed as that's the shit. There's some that are like a rack thing that you can control with an iPad. There's the X32, I think, the tabletop mixer. People love them, and they're still clocking at thousands of euro, but for what you pay is you get quite a bit. So the question here is, Behringer buying a company like TC Electronic, a company that is known for being incredibly innovative. I mean, the tone print pedals are... Everything TC's touched came from them and is innovative. So, how much is this series clocking in at 49 euros/dollars? Behringer's influence saying, look TC, we love what you do, but you have the brand recognition, please hammer out some really inexpensive pedals. We don't really care what you put in there. Just make a whole bunch of them to make us a whole bunch of money in the super budget market. Was this TC saying, let's do something really high-end but affordable? Or let's do something really quality but affordable? Or was this Behringer pushing them to do something that they're not really willing or wanting to do? Is this new daddy saying, do your homework, you know? I don't know. We'll find out. If they sound good, they sound good. Then it doesn't matter why. Grand Magus Distortion, gain, volume, tone, as freaking down to earth and simple as it gets. I think that's the whole idea here. Maybe the tone print pedals were a little bit overkill for some people, with all the options, with Flanger Classic, Flanger Modern, tone print, hook it up with USB, beam it with your phone. Maybe that was for some people a turnoff, and they went into the complete opposite. Knob. I turn my big knob. Pedal go knob. You know, I mean. So here's already something that I love. You can put the pedals right next to each other because all the ins and outs are right on top of here, which is awesome. So, again, they're quite big, which might mean that they picked that so that they don't have to go to inferior components and simply just have a little bit of space to do it right. Okay? Could be. Everything just like you want it on this thing. Simple as hell. The right color, because of course a reverb needs to be light blue. Ba-bam! The Skysurfer Reverb. That looks like Skylanders. Isn't that like some kiddie game on the console with... I don't know. Isn't that font? Mix. Whatever reverb means. Maybe the length. Maybe the decay. And then tone. So this could be the decay, tone, mix. And we have what we need. Spring, plate, and hall. Knowing TC, their reverbs are the shit. I had a System 6000, and I still hate them for... no, I didn't have a System 6000. I had 3 power cores, which are CPU-based plug-in platforms for the PC. And they discontinued it, the fuckers. But I had all the reverbs from the System 6000 in there, and nothing gets close to those. Okay? The DVR2, those reverbs were the shit. There was one called Blackface, which was just the most amazing reverb for clean guitars ever. So, I mean, it's probably not that. But we know they have an ear for it. So, I am expecting good things from the Skylander. Echobrain. That reminds me of Pinky and the Brain. I don't know why. Pinky and the Brain, the Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. The laboratory mice, the genes have been spliced. The Pinky and the Brain, brain. Did I say that I have a Patreon account that you can contribute to hear more of these beautiful renderings of classic cartoon ditties? Here we go. Analog delay, I'm really curious about this one. I'm building a pedal board for some guy right now, and we're looking for a digital delay and analog delay in the reverb, and maybe distortion, and I told him, hey, let's hold off. Can't tell you who it is. It's, in my life, a very important person, let's put it this way. I said, let's hold off on making decisions here, because these pedals might be it. And we could smack them right next to each other. We could go smackety-rooney, a smackety-ding-dong, and right there, have a really cool looking part of the pedal board with all the TC pedals. We'll find out once I check them. Mix time repeats, I mean, it's as simple as an analog delay can be. But we also know that TC doesn't just like some other, not like some other Chinese companies. We know that TC doesn't go ahead and just make a delay. I know Chinese companies, I work with one, that would just clone, copy, whatever, some delay, and say, yeah, good enough. TC knows their shit. So I'm thinking that their standard that they're working towards might be higher as some other companies. When we talk about Joyo, that's actually my job. My job is to say, no. Better. We need better. Okay, that's what I do. It's pretty simple. You just say better. Sometimes you say, fuck, pretty damn good. You know? Like that thing up there. Fuck, pretty damn good. So here we have the digital delay. A digital delay, yeah. That's the Italian way to say it. The digitale delay. Digitale. I don't know. In French, le delay. Or is it la delay? A la delay. A le delay. La delay sounds better. So la delay. With the French articles, I always go with what sounds nice. Because I can't remember. Okay. We have a digital delay with a mixed time and repeats. Not tappable as far as I can tell. Because how would you do that? Maybe you don't need to do that. Let me see. I like the Prophet. He's hiding under the repeats knob. These knobs are huge, people. Huge, I say. Huge! Let's not go there. That's a very depressing issue. 3-position switch adjusts for the range of the delay time. Well, it says 16th, 8th, and 3/8. I would have liked a dotted 8th. The only problem is because there is no tap, it wouldn't mean anything. So could that be that this is... It says adjusts for the range of the delay time. I love the color. Way awesome. And moving on. There's quite a few more pedals. I don't know why you're still here. I'm gonna have to rip all these open. Cinders is a beautiful name. I like it. It's kind of a classy 60s, 50s, 60s. I'm gonna say whatever vibe. Tone, volume, and drive. Again, super simple, like as we like it. Built like a freaking tank. If these sound good, they could be pretty much the pedal range that destroys that market from 30 to 70 euro, sitting right there in the middle with 50. If they're good, they could kill that market and dominate it for years to come. We'll see. Because they don't feel like a Chinese pedal. Like I have K-line pedals that I got and it feels, Joyo is always like, can be, cannot be. This, Joyo pedals, they are nice Joyo pedals. The Iron Man pedals feel, from the unboxing, everything feels right. Just like these. These definitely feel valuable, okay? Rusty Fuzz. Well, I like it. Rusty is, oh, damn it. The other day I was looking for a name for a fuzz and we had a really, really cool word for it and I can't... Who was I talking to about... I can't remember. Can you remember if I was talking to one of you and we talked about names for fuzzes? Damn it. Well, rusty is perfect because a fuzz, that's the sound. It's not nice and shiny, it's rusty, it's that. Nice. Volume, tone, fuzz, these knobs just feel solid and they are original. They're definitely not knobs that you see on any other pedal. Very cool. Oh, here comes the pedal to the metal. Here comes the pedal that we are all afraid of. Because simply doing metal with a pedal is difficult. It's really difficult. It oftentimes just fails. Okay? It really does. This is called the Fangs. Oh, okay. The Fangs Metal Distortion. Well, the good thing is we have bass and treble control. Mid control would be more important, but we have bass and treble. And we have a raw setting. We have a fat setting. And we have a scoop setting. So that's smart right off the get-go. It, of course, that font is... It's pretty damn dope. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to call this font pretty damn dope. And... It's black, as metal should be. Sorry guys, if I do metal right now, if I do the actual scream, I'm going to faint. I noticed something. Okay, when you put them together, you notice it more. Look at the chassis. I don't know if this camera can capture it. Do you see this up here? All of the pedals have a little indent, like a scratch, maybe where the machine stops. Right here. Right here. See that? There's a little indent. And that could be right where the machine stops. Or something. But they all have it in the exact same spot. I mean, it's a tiny, tiny little... like a little cut or something. So in the process, something happens there that doesn't get polished out quite a bit. Well, I haven't mentioned they're only $49, so who gives the flying rat's ass? I'm just pointing it out, okay? Forcefield compressor. Most certainly, when it comes to compressors, most guitar players don't know what they're for. And that's why I always complain it in depth. And the Hypergravity from TC, from the Tone Print series, is a compressor that I think is one of the best ones out there. Compressor number one for me is the Diamond compressor, okay? Clocks in, I have them right there, let me show you. So here's the Hypergravity. It's a multi-band compressor, which makes it very special, but also very difficult to understand what it does if you don't know what multiband compression is. Love that thing. Can get you killer sounds. This thing's easy. It's your clean compressor. Crank up the EQ. Boost the high end with it a little bit. Beautiful for those spanky cleans. Different price range. This is 130 or something. This is over 200. And this is 49. Sustain attack level, easy as it gets. That's how much it compresses. That is how soon the compression starts after you have reached the threshold. And already it's complicated. And that's the makeup gain. Compressor pushes your level down. This brings it back up, therefore bringing all the quiet stuff back up. Love the design. Can you see the resemblance here? Kind of similar with the bubble there. Actually, this looks like it's sucking it all in. This looks like it's pushing it all out. I don't know. But curious to see. And again, the same little notches there on the chassis. And they're actually at the bottom too. It looks like a machine is grabbing it there and leaving a mark. It's not anything bad, I'm just pointing it out. So far I can't find anything bad, so I have to find something. Afterglow Chorus. The names are, I mean, in some way, they feel like a brand, I'm gonna be honest, in some way they feel like a brand new company from China just made a whole bunch of pedals. We know these companies, all of them. There's so many Chinese pedal companies now. They come out with a whole range of new pedals. What they're changing is the colors, and they put some other font on it. But the difference is, the fonts usually are unrelated to what the name is, and the name sucks balls, because most Chinese companies have ball-sucky names. Here, they don't, because those Danes from TC come up with cool names. Those Danes with the names. No, usually it's laughable. I mean, we know the Harley Benton / Joyo Series 1 pedals with monkeys on it and muscle guys and a jet and whatever. That never made sense to anyone. And a dog on the tremolo. So we're leaving graphic design off completely, and we're just adding a cool name. This is like a very 70s disco kind of a thing. And yellow, a very uncommon color for a chorus. Usually, Coruscants, no, that's Star Wars, nerd, are blue. And why? I think because a lot of them are trying to hint at the boss choruses, which are blue. So they were like, nay, why blue? No, we're gonna go with yellow. Moving on to the Tailspin Vibrato. What do we have on the... We have mix, rate, and depth. Mix on the chorus, nice. So you could have a severe chorus, but only a little bit. I'm curious about this. Oh, I love this color. This color fucking rocks. Rate, depth, what else do you need? They're calling it a vibrato. I'm gonna go with... Is that a tremolo or a vibrato? For some reason, I think it's a tremolo. Tailspin vibrato, but it says vibrato, not tremolo. I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. In terms of distortion, what we have so far is the Fuzz, the rusty Fuzz. We have the Fangs metal distortion, the Cinders Overdrive, and the Grand Magus distortion. So it probably goes Cinders, Magus, Fangs, and then the Fuzz being by itself in a whole different sound range. Very beautiful purple. And again, why purple for Flanger flungers? Why purple? Well, the Strymon is purple, and I guess a lot of companies just follow... I don't know, why do we think of these colors? I know that the Boss Flanger is purple, but then they didn't go with blue on the Afterglow. So I don't know, why do we have certain expectations when it comes to color for pedals? When I am involved in pedal development, say, screw 'em, let's go completely against it. Let's turn it all upside down. Thunderstorm Flanger, and we have again those mystic flanger knobs that I never know what they do. Rate, okay, depth, sure, manual, what? Manual feedback. It's always kind of guesswork, and I study freaking sound design and I don't understand flangers. Maybe the guys from TC want to stop by. Taurus, stop by, come on, and explain to me what a flanger, I know what a flanger does, but I always fiddle around with the knobs and I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I feel lost with flangers. Well, the feedback should be severity, but then what does depth do? The more it feeds back, the more severe the flanger sound will be. But then why depth? What does manual do? Is that setting the frequency that is the center frequency for the sweep? Is the depth how far it sweeps? I don't know! And there's one more. The Blood Moon Phaser. Phaser's easier to understand. Blood Moon, that's kind of cool. We've been here for at least a half an hour because this camera turned off. But hey, if they are nuts enough to come up with 13 pedals in one go, then I'm nuts enough to unbox them all. Rate, depth, and feedback. So we definitely have more than just the rate knob that the Phase 90 would have. We have more control, which I like. And there's the Blood Moon for you. Let me look at milliamps. 100. 100, 100, 100. It says 100. Some of these probably do not take a full 100. But you know that you can power them all with a standard 100 milliamp output on your pedal output-y thing. So, let's see. 100. They just write 100. Some of those drives don't need 100. I can't imagine that a Cinders needs 100. So, but there you go. That's all of them. All 13 of the pedales from TC. I don't even know. Is this series called anything? TC Big Boxy Tank Pedals. That's what they're called. I'm going to edit this video now. I'm going to take pictures of all of these, which will be a big ass undertaking because it's a lot of them. I will edit these pictures, I will put them in slideshows, and then I will start producing demos for you of the new TC pedals. I'm really curious what they've cooked up for extremely inexpensive money. That's not how. Ooh, that's not how you say that. What? You know what I'm trying to say? It's just my brain isn't working. So, thanks for watching. If you can, patreon.com, Henning Pauli, give whatever you can. If not, that's fine. I still love you loads. And there's some great, I think, some great there's some great rewards on that Patreon page. Things like get a CD when you do $10. Well, okay, fine. I'm thinking once a month I'll do a Q&A thing for my patrons that give $5 or more. So that means, hey, you have questions and I'll do a video that only you guys can see if you support me. If you do, I think, 25 or more, you get a private Skype session with me once a month. Hey, why not? Because, you're paying, so let's have coffee together. If you want your personal sound guru guy, not that I know anything, but this is what you get, okay? For $50 or more, I will answer every single question you have about sounds. You want to hear 3 pedals combined that I have? You have this and this and this. Can you check? Can you tell me if they work well together? I can check that out for you. I can help you with your looper switcher situation. Anything you need to know, I'm there for you. And if you're crazy enough to do $99, which of course no one will, but still I offer. You get a guitar lesson every month, and I will be your guitar guru, sound man for anything you need to know to get your amp, guitar, setup, looper switcher, everything handled so that you have the sound that you've always been dreaming of. As far as my knowledge allows, which isn't very far, guys, really, it isn't. But still. So, there's some rewards which some of you might be interested in. If not, still, I love you. Bye. Thanks to TC, thanks Tobias, thanks Tore. I'll check out that stuff and see if you did a good job. Bye. He's standing up really tall. Ja, der Finger, die Hand wäre ab.
Wow, guck mal, wie groß er sich macht.